So I wanted to talk about a trend that I've seen in film and TV lately that is kind of strange, which is that lately there seems to be a strange obsession with serial killers in film and TV. And I'd like to talk about my thoughts on that. On one hand, I can definitely understand why these films and shows are popular in the first place. Because people as a whole, I think, are very interested and intrigued by how people can become such horrible, deplorable people and what can drive someone to commit such a terrible act. But on the other hand, I definitely think that some of these shows and films definitely fall victim to unintentionally glorifying these killers, because a rule of storytelling is that you do have to make your characters likable, especially your main characters. Because if your main character is not likable, there's really no reason for the audience to keep watching. And so if your main character is likable, then you're likely going to sympathize with them. And if this is a serial killer, for instance, then that's a big problem because you should never be able to sympathize with a serial killer. You should be very detached from that character. And the serial killer should never be the focus of the narrative. They should not be driving the narrative. They should not be the main central focus of it. Instead, what I think would be the better solution is to have other characters drive the narrative. For instance, in Zodiac, the main character is not the Zodiac killer. The main characters are all of the surrounding people trying to figure out who the Zodiac killer is. And to me, that's a lot more compelling. That is personally how I think serial killer shows and films should be made in the future, if they are going to continue to be made. Because I personally feel that if you're focusing solely from the perspective of the killer, then you can make audiences way more sympathetic to them than they probably should be. Because in actuality, you should make audiences incredibly detached from these people and show them for the true monsters that they are.